Anyway, today's video, I wanted to talk to you about money. Money here in Korea, but not just like your salary, which there are tons and tons of videos out on, but about the bonuses. So stay tuned. I'm going to tell you about those bonuses and we'll get right into it. Get your money. Get your money. Hand wave, hand wave. I need caffeine. Okay, so in the EPIK contract, there are multiple types of bonuses. For example, if you live way out in the boons, I'm talking about there are farm animals that are your neighbors, you get a rural allowance. That is 100,000 won. If you teach at multiple schools, you get a bonus. What did I say before? Did I say allowance? You get a rural allowance. Well, it is an allowance. If you teach at multiple schools, then you get a bonus. If you teach at 2, you get 100,000, and if you teach at 3, you get 150,000. This is Korean won, by the way, not US dollars, so don't get too excited. But it is something. So for me, I've noticed myself and a lot of new teachers aren't getting paid their bonus because they don't know about it. Not because the school is like, we don't want to pay you, blah, 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 but just because they never mention it. Or maybe the school isn't used to it. I don't know. I don't know every situation. But the point is, that is the money that you have earned. That is the money that you are due. Get your coin. So for my case, I had to talk with my co-teacher multiple times. And but she told me, and what a lot of people hear is that this is technically a transportation bonus. For example, to get from your first school to your second school, it is transportation. But that is not what this bonus is. It states specifically, if you teach at 2 schools, then this money. If you teach at 3 schools, then this money. It does not mention any distance or transportation in there whatsoever. Even if all 3 schools, elementary, middle, high school, are all in the same building, you still get paid that money because you earned it. Okay? So, for example, I picked up a second school halfway through my last contract and I never got paid. And I realized that later this year, as I now have 3 schools, and I was checking on that coin, you know, because a girl needs to know these things. Everyone needs to know these things, okay? So I talked to my co-teacher back, forth, and it was going nowhere. So I took it up one level to the coordinator. The coordinator, you know, I just asked, am I eligible? Should I have gotten this? Should I be getting this? He was like, use right. And is this retroactive? And he was like, yes. And then I was like, so can you tell the school this, like, please, because they're not really listening to me and taking this from me. And he took care of everything for me and it worked out beautifully, and I got the money that they owed me, and my paycheck has been changed for the rest of the year because I teach at 3 schools now. So even if your schools are in the same building, even if it's walking distance, you get that money, okay? So get that. Make sure, and this is the most important thing I can say this entire video, is I want you to listen very closely. Pay stubs. Pay stubs. Get them, especially if you are an American citizen. We still have to do our own taxes like cavemen. So you need those pay stubs at some point in time anyway. And if your school wants to be like really pushy about it, just mention, yo, this ain't even on me. This is the American government. I need to show how much money I make abroad for my taxes because we are cave people who still have to do our own taxes. Just give me my pay stub. And it's totally within your rights to ask, can I just see my pay stub? Can I just get my pay stub printed off and so I can keep it for my record? do that. And that is it. I'm gonna go off on one side note. May 1st, what is it today? That says June. We are not in June. We're not time traveling. Yeah, May 1st, my friends, that Tuesday coming up, that is Labor Day. That is a holiday that us foreign teachers get off and we do not have to work, so we can stay home and do whatever. You are not supposed to work that day. It is a holiday. It does not take away from your paid vacation. It does not take away from sick days or anything like that. It's basically a national holiday for us foreign teachers. Here's how most people handle that. They either, one, don't go to work. You can do that. Two, go to work and their school has to pay them overtime. You might want to look in your contract to make sure you know what your overtime pay rate is, but they are supposed to pay you overtime. Or three, you can negotiate with your school to get an extra vacation day. This means you go to school and, oh, this is getting dangerous. You go to school, you don't get overtime pay, but you do get an extra vacation day added to your total vacation days that your school gives you. So you choose one of your three options: the red pill, the blue pill, or the purple pill. And I hope that this helps you. So again, pay stubs, get those. Sorry for pointing at you, that was kind of rude. That's it for this video. I hope that you liked it, and more than that, I hope that you found it useful. So that's it from me. I'm at school, so I actually have work to do. This is such a natural thing for me to do now. I'm sorry, that was weird. I just needed a moment. Okay, so that's all for me at school. I have actual work to do, so I'm gonna get to that, and I will see you next time. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, bye.